awesome and lovely tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Today's reading is going to be, I wanted to do a 12 sign forecast. I don't know if I'll have the energy to do a 12 sign forecast. Because whatever this intro reading is, it's really powerful. So I'm going to try my best to keep everything within like 7 minutes, okay? 7-minute readings for each sign, okay? Because it's going to be a lot. Yeah. It'd be an hour if I keep it at 5 minutes each sign, but yeah, we could try to keep it at an hour and 20 minutes, okay? All right, let's get started. If you guys resonate with the readings, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want personal readings, we have the $20 special for December. So hit me up, $20 special for a reading, okay? It's like a 25 to 28 minute reading for 20 bucks, okay? So, yes, we're gonna get started. Aries. All right. So for Aries, the only reason I kind of wanted to just do like an extended reading or like just a one reading thing is because I didn't anticipate this reading. It was really hardcore. I mean, I got Black Moon Lilith with the sun, but I'm not getting Black Moon Lilith, which is like, well, if you look at Black Moon Lilith, she's hidden. But I got more of Lady Justice, like Lady Justice, like Libra. It's like trying to find love or figure love. Because she is a feminine energy, the representation of love, right? And feeling worthy of love. It almost seems like you haven't figured out how to love or feel worthy. And I don't want to say that. I want to say it's like you've been trying to look for love, but you've been struggling to find love in the right places. Love and acceptance in the right places because you're in the dark or you can't navigate your way to a certain type of healing so that you'd be able to truly believe you were worthy of a certain type of love. So it almost seems like the physical manifestations of what the love is that you seek or that the divine said it is bringing to you one day, that would be the initial marker of how you know you made it. Because if you get that type of love that the universe said you were worthy of, or a love that's really good for you, that's the one that's when you know you've made progress, right? Because it almost seems like you're feeling stuck trying to maneuver through this type of love or this type of acceptance or whatever this is, but it's in the dark. And when you think of feminine energy, you think of it being, I don't want to say passive, but she is in resting mode. Feminine energy doesn't need to do, they just know what they're worth. So it doesn't even engage or waste their time in places, people, places, or things that are not of the energetic vibration as what the feminine energy is, right? I feel like some of you guys have been wanting to be in this energy, or maybe you had a taste of what that energy is, to just sit in your glorious presence and then people just cater to you. It almost seems like that's the energy you've been trying to, that's the portal you've been trying to unlock. That's what you've been trying to get to, because you get a reminder of this. Hey, welcome. Welcome to my channel. This is a reminder of that. It's the same card, but it's just, I wanted clarification. The moon, feminine energy. This is a high priestess energy, right? It's like she just sits still. She's the keeper of secrets. She knows the secrets. She knows it all. She doesn't have to say much. She just stands in her presence and her power. And that's what makes her so captivating. Gender does not matter. You could be a man in this energy. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the representation of feminine energy. See how in the lion's the perfect representation of that, because if you take a look at the lion or whatever this is, a white lion, what do lions do? Lions don't go around just attacking anything they want. They sit in patiently for the right moment to go after what it is that they want. But it's more of like the representation of how this lion isn't even moving. It's just sitting still. but you're magnetized by the color of its eyes. You're magnetized by just the presence, the sheer presence of this lion. And then when I asked for clarification, yes, subscribe, please. Subscribe to my channel. When I asked for clarification, I got Leo, I will. Then we talk about the sun. This is masculine energy. This is movement. But the only reason I'm not saying it's forward movement is because this, the Egyptian pyramid, whatever this is, it's standing still. It's sitting still. It is watching patiently. But as this being watches and sits in presence, it is tapping into the solar plexus, which the other card would also be a clarification for that. So as you see, guys, tarot's no joke. These are the two cards on top. These are the clarifications, the same thing. The solar plexus, it's a representation of I will. Solar plexus is all about being centered, confidence, true self-esteem, true feeling of self-worth. It doesn't have to express it, even though Leos do express it, right? No, it's knowing to show up in a certain way because you really believe it. So this is why justice in a way comes in, because you've been trying so hard to make that happen, to come true. This belief of worthiness in any department, the work department, love department, finance department, it's like it's all for you. You just have to claim it. And I feel like some of you guys have reached those heights, or that pinnacle of love and high self-esteem. You've hit those. But I think when it was time to really display it or sit in that energy, you caved. And the only reason I say you caved is because there's some part of you that might have like been entertained or allowed lies or people that are not of your vibration to come and seduce, come in and tell you otherwise, and you might have allowed that to happen, but no longer. I feel like you will never allow somebody to come and disrespect you like that or treat you like that again. I feel like you've learned this lesson. That's a lesson learned, and that talks about self-worth. The reason why we were attracting those type of loves, whether that's friendships, family, friends, lovers, it's because of the what we truly believe we're worthy of on the inside. So if we're entertaining loves that are not good for us in the physical, it is just a pure reflection of how we really feel about ourselves inside. And I feel like this season, you change that. You bring your own healing. You bring your own comfort. You bring in your own faith and restoration. Okay? Anything else before we move on to Taurus? Yeah, the heart. This is what I'm saying. You belong in a different place or with better people. It's time for you to accept that and own it and stand in your regalness, right? Stand in who you are and be proud of it and know what you're really worth, because you are. You're worthy of it all. All right, that was for Aries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, Jessica Jones, it's good to see you again. Hey, oh, thank you. Cool, yes. All right, Taurus, 8:39. How's everybody doing? Are you guys doing okay? Hey, it's Aries, welcome to my channel. Hopefully you guys are feeling love today. We are hitting hardcore. We are hitting hardcore today, okay? For whatever reason, these cards don't want to turn upside, and I'm not going to turn them. I'm going to keep them down low. They came out this way. I'm not looking at them. They came out this way. Someone's getting the sign towards this week to move, to take certain actions that are a reflection of like where you're trying to go. So you could have gotten a good recommendation. You could have had an interview or a mock interview, or like an opportunity could have arose of like what path you want to take on next. This is regarding either employment or just like it's like the next part of your life, right? Some of you guys could have had a clear sign of like this place is renting, or you could have had a sign that it's like it's time to move, right? It almost seems like the universe is trying to give you big signs as to where you need to go to next. And it's also handing you opportunities to take. And I feel like this week the universe is like, okay, Everything's aligning perfectly for you to move. Move. And that's what you're doing. You're moving forward because of the butterflies. You're being instinctually shown to move. That's what the butterfly does. It doesn't stay in the cocoon, right? The worm or whatever it is doesn't stay in the cocoon, right? It becomes a butterfly, and once it does, it has the instinct to take off. It only has, what, 6 to 8 weeks? 4 to 6 weeks before they start dying. They have to go procreate. They have to go live their life, go on a migration, right? So I feel like the universe, you're listening to whatever the universe is telling you this week, Taurus, and you're moving. Hey, Mahina, it's good to see you. Hello, Michael, it's good to see you. Please don't tell my last name. Then why is it in your last name? You gotta change your last name, Darius. Darius, if you don't want anyone to know your last name, you gotta remove it from your tag. Okay. Hey, Level Up Dojo, it's good to see you. What was I saying? Taurus. Yes. Yeah. I feel like this week is the week where you're going to notice big changes, or you're going to start taking off. So if you could have delayed maybe taking action, you could have been entertained or preoccupied with other things. This week is a week where you're like, no, it's time to focus on that path that the divine is insisting for me to go towards, and taking action. Whether that's filling out applications, enrolling back in school, going to look at this car that you want to get, or, even looking at a new home, whatever it may be. You're doing it. I keep hearing trust, though. Some of you guys are a little afraid because you're in the unknown. You're in the unknown. You don't know what's happening. But the universe is saying, you've been with us doing this for a long time. Do you not trust us still? Ooh. Do you still have doubt? Do you not trust us still, is what I keep hearing. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you keep getting butterflies and journey, and it's time. And then look, this is the card that came out, and I want to turn these cards over, okay? The ones that I told you came out like this. Guidance, galactic guidance, and the guardians. It's the same thing. These are your ancestors speaking boldly. The only reason they didn't come out face up is because that was the whole point. If they're instinctually leading you to move, take action through signs and synchronicities, this is the best representation for that. Now, if you really turn it over, you understand that where you're getting the signs from are instinctual, right? The universe. They're telling you, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We've got you. Trust us. I feel like you're being led somewhere you haven't been before, which is why it's scary. Because you know that the minute you go down this path where the universe is sending you, it's going to be completely different from where you're at now. And it's going to require a lot more, I don't want to say structure, but maybe a little more discipline, or a big changes. Big changes, not just physical, but like emotional, big changes, okay? But that's the thing. If these big changes are coming in, you also want to be aware of like the type of people you're going to have to deal with in these changes. They might be different from what you're used to having, what you're used to seeing on a day-by-day basis. The universe is giving you, I didn't even notice this, one of your guides here, it's a female. Oh yeah, I felt that. You have a female guide here, whoever this is. She's young. She's really pretty. She's very young, okay? I don't know if this is a deceased family member. They're like giving you a lot of like, it's like they're trying to have you remember like why you're here, or they're trying to remind you that like that there's so much more that you're going to be able to have in this lifetime if you're ready. I feel like they know you're ready and they're ready to move you along, but are you ready is the question. Give me a second. I'm getting some sodies, but I'm putting it in a wine glass because that's all I have right here. Sorry, y'all. My little sodies. Yeah. Ah, look at the cup. Abundance. Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's like wherever you're being led to next, it's going to be so much better, or like you're going to enjoy it a lot more than where you're at now, or I don't know. You ended up in a place that you're not 100% happy in, or you're in an environment you're not 100% happy in, and you're not happy there, but you're like not doing anything to move forward yet. And I think it's because, I don't necessarily think it's because you didn't want to move from there. I think some part of you is just kind of gave up. You might be too exhausted. You may be feeling like you don't have the energy to move forward, but this is why this one's here with this little whatever it's tossing at you. It's trying to give you some healing, some energy, just to help you get through, to do the things that are gonna get you where you need to go. There you go. That was confirmation. I feel like they know right now you can't really move physically, or you're too exhausted to move. So they're trying to like give you all the energy that they can to push you along while you're working through something. Because in the physical, it almost seems like you're too tired to move. But it's okay. It's just when we're stuck in a certain place, whether that's emotional. I'm getting it's emotional because physically, I think the opportunities are there to move. Whatever you're going through emotionally, it's been so exhausting and triggering. And if you haven't like released it out of your body, it's staying trapped there. Because it's staying trapped there, you're not able to move. So it's almost as if you're now sluggish and slowing down even more. And that's okay. That happens. So while you're healing and removing these, the toxins out of the body, the pain out of the body, you're going to be able to start moving faster. But right now, take all the time that you need. There is no rush. Trust that they have everything under control and you're in the right hands. And this is your guidance, okay? If you needed to hear that, you're hearing it today. All right, that was for my Taurus. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Geminis. I have my water and my sodies. But I'm not going to lie, guys. I started drinking sodies again, and whew, it's going to be a hard withdrawal. It's going to be a hard withdrawal. All right, Gemini. 1824. Gemini. Okay. I didn't anticipate this happening, but there's a whole bunch of cards that are on the side. Some of you guys are going to connect with the ancestors this week, like you're going to cry. I feel like I want to cry. You're going to see one of your ancestors. Oh, I want to cry. I'm sorry, y'all. One of you guys are going to see one of your ancestors and you're going to cry. Because when you see whoever this ancestor is, whoever your guide is, spirit, when you see this spirit, it's like when you see it, you're gonna break down, because I think we spend a lot of time in the physical, so it's hard for us to really spend time invested in the spiritual, right? And I feel like maybe whoever you are, you've been struggling so much, you've been struggling so much that like when you see this, it's gonna be like a breath of fresh air. Because whatever this spirit is, it's like reminding you of the integration process, and it's you're just gonna break down. It's gonna come in to give you renewal, a sense of renewal, or a sense of like to keep going. Gemini. You're gonna want to keep going. You're getting invited by them, by one of your ancestors or your guides, spirit. You're being invited to connect with them, but you haven't been able to, or it's too difficult. For others of you guys, you're going to see yourself, higher self, which I said, which is spirit, right? You're going to see yourself. A version of yourself. And it's going to make you cry because you weren't anticipating seeing this. Whatever this is, it's like a portal, or I think you see yourself. I'm not getting seeing the inner child, but it's like you see yourself in the future, or you see your higher self, and you see a version of you that you can be. Because remember, when you connect with higher self, it's essentially what it is. Higher self is the version of you that's more evolved, that is happier, that is more whole. And in the physical, it's hard because we don't get to see that all the time. But when you do see it, it is very special, because it is a reminder of where you're going to be, where you can be. And I feel like that's exactly what you've needed to push yourself forward. Oh, I didn't see this. Yep, it's you see yourself. You're going to see yourself clearly this week, or going to see a version of you that is going to remind you of like who you were always meant to be, who you can be. And I think it's what's going to make you cry. Sorry, that was really beautiful. I get teary-eyed. Hi, Joe Rodriguez. It's good to see you again, Joe. Hey, Sabrina. It's good to see you, sweetie. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Give me 1 second. I'm just drawing some cards for Gemini. Started crying. Yeah, it's spirit. It's an awakening. This is exactly what you're going to need to help you move forward, because I feel like somebody really is going to struggle during the holidays, or the holidays makes it so unbearable that it's like you're not yourself. So you start doing things that are not, that are a reflection of maybe giving up because there's no hope. I feel like somebody lost hope here, and they know they lost hope, and they're talking about it, but they really lost hope here. That's why the universe is going to work overtime, spirit, to get you to see something that you need to see. You need to see it so that you can gain your confidence back. You can gain your sense of belonging in the universe back. It's like you're trying to gain, it's not gaining clarity. You need to gain like, not perspective. I don't want to say that. You need to gain like, the will to keep going, the will to win, the will to thrive. It's like you need that. Maybe you just haven't found anything that makes it worthwhile. It almost seems like maybe your dreams were crushed. You feel crushed. You're exhausted. You could be feeling alone. Maybe near people, but you still feel alone. And that has to do with it's like there's some part of you that's crushed. Doesn't have faith. You walk around with no faith, or you don't want to tell anybody, but it's what you really feel on the inside. So when you're alone, that's what you feel. Okay? But it's okay, Gem. It's just a seasonal rut. I feel the holidays have a lot to do with that. Yeah, the holidays have been hard on many people. So this is a time where people start to like kind of go into severe depression, suicidal ideation, all those things. Maybe stress because of financial burdens, having to spend a lot of money during the holidays. And others of you guys don't have family, so at least near you. So yeah, I see you gaining some type of information that's going to liberate you. It's going to make you remember why you're here. So maybe you get a vision of what's in the future so that you don't give up. Maybe you get a vision of what you can have in the future if you just stay the course. And for others of you guys, it's like you're being recharged. You're being given so much energy by this integration, which essentially can make you exhausted, because when the universe or spirit integrates, it's exhausting. It needs to make room, so the body needs to like clear toxins out. It needs to, you know, kind of like it gets exhausted. It needs to, what is that word? It needs to, you know what word I'm talking about? Not release. It needs to, it doesn't matter. You need to, it's like an upgrade, right? Upgrade. And I feel like that's what's happening in order for you to have more energy, okay? Because I feel like somebody's really has no energy right now. All right, that was for my Geminis. The vibration is changing. Yes. Yes, it is, Joe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if I'm going a little too fast, because sometimes I do that. So Cancer 2701. Y'all know how fast I talk. All right, we're gonna use the anime tarot for Cancer, which is, I don't use it all the time. This is more of an air deck, but let's use it. I feel like you're trying to fix something, Cancer, this week. You're trying to fix something that is not your fault. Oh, you're trying to, either somebody guilted you, but I think that could have been it. Somebody could have told you it was your fault. You could have grown up thinking something was your fault. And this week, it's like you realize it was not. That you spent a big amount of time, a long amount of time, trying to fix a wrong, trying to right a wrong that wasn't even yours, or trying to fix something that was not even your fault, but somebody could have guilted you into believing it was. But now that you were becoming aware that it was not your fault, it's like you liberate yourself from that burden that is not yours to carry. Because you have the Six of Swords with the Page of Swords. You see how this is a wrench? It's a thought that I need to fix something. Page of Swords is wanting to, but it doesn't have the experience to yet. It's in learning mode. But with the Six of Swords, it's a burden. Dropping a burden that has been plaguing you and following you around wherever you go. Not the other way around. It's been following, this burden has been following you for a long time, or somebody has been putting a burden on you for a long time, and it's like, enough is enough. And I don't think you thought it was a big deal, or maybe you overlooked it, or maybe you thought it was how you cope. I feel like somebody was blaming themselves here, and that was the way they cope, because it was easier to be upset with self or hurt or disappointed with themselves than it is to admit that it just was. I hope that made sense. Let me rephrase that, okay? Somebody blamed themselves for something that was not their fault. And they kept doing that. So either someone guilted you and then you kept doing that over and over and over and over again. And then realized that none of it was really your fault. And so now it's like taking too much accountability for things that were not you. Now it's like you have to kind of release it. And you're learning how because you didn't know how. Or maybe you didn't think it was that big of a deal, but it is. Because when you start blaming yourself for things that are essentially not your fault, you carry a shame and guilt, and then it's like it causes low self-esteem. And I feel like this season you're like liberating yourself from that so that you can have more confidence in your decision making. If you say no, you don't feel guilted by it. If you try to do something for yourself that's that's something that you want to do, right? You won't feel guilty because you want to be selfish. Do you see what I'm saying? How this is actually has been affecting you more than you realize. And I don't think you're going to realize this until a couple days from now, or maybe a week from now. You're going to understand the severity of how bad the blaming goes and how that's kept you back or held you back from moving forward or having certain opportunities that were always meant for you, but you overlooked them. Okay? Santos Nieves. That might have been a little hard, so let's go a little softer. I'm sorry. Let's be a little gentle. That might have been too harsh. The point of it all is once we relinquish, right, or surrender the burden of shit that doesn't belong to us, we liberate ourselves and we have more fun. There's more joy. There's more excitement, and there's more. It's like your shadow can thrive. Your shadow can thrive and it can do what it wants and be selfish, and it can take after opportunities and do what it wants without feeling guilty. Do you see why carrying guilt and burdens like that can kill somebody? Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like this season you don't care anymore. It's like you realize you're dropping all of that does not belong to you, and you're going to move forward. And you're going to become a little more selfish and do what you want and live how you want and not care what people think. You're not going to take, you're going to say no and mean it. For some of you guys, I see saying no and meaning it. Being more selfish and not caring so much, not taking all of these burdens or responsibilities with you. This could be in the workplace. Somebody could always make it seem like it's your fault, and so you're going to tell them off and be like, go fuck yourself. And you might have to look for another job, or maybe they just shut the fuck up and understand that you can't mess with them. They can't mess with you. Of course, you're not going to go tell them to go fuck themselves, but essentially, it's going to be your reaction in a way. You're going to tell them off because you're tired. It is not your place to be fixing problems that do not belong to you. So see, this is what I'm saying. Some of you guys were carrying so much guilt and burden that wherever you go, you just initially do that. You allow other people to burden you or blame you or do this or do that, and you're more than willing to go. But this season, you don't do that anymore. You blame everybody accordingly. Not that you even care to, but you assign whatever the burdens are, whoever's responsible, you give that responsibility back to them, and you walk. You're not going to stay there trying to fucking fix somebody else's problems and burdens. You have your own fucking problems and burdens to fix. Like, you don't have time for that. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's giving these burdens back. Yep. No more guilty feelings. Or you're working on that, right? Not feeling as guilty, or not blaming yourself, or wondering why, life worked out the way it did. Some of you guys are like feeling the pain of like why things never work out in your favor when it comes to certain people. Those aren't the people for you, honey. So I feel like somebody's really upset and carrying the burden as to why a relationship or a friendship or a family dynamic did not work out in their favor. A marriage did not work out in your favor because it was not meant to. It was not meant for you to deal with that, to have that. Live with these people forever. It was not meant to be. It wasn't your fault. It could have been their fault. It could have been their fault too. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like it just wasn't meant to be. I feel like if I really wanted to go a little deeper into this, we could say we keep attracting people who are they're too selfish. Because we're more than willing to take the blame. You don't want people like that. If you start behaving more selfish and claiming what it is that you want and start holding boundaries and saying no and living life the way you want, these people that you're essentially crying over you wouldn't even be attracted to them. We wouldn't be attracted to these people because they are not of the energetic vibration that we're truly meant to be on a spiritual level. The only reason we're at energetic vibration to what it was in the past, because one, we can't let it go. And two, because we're still, we had to mold ourselves and guilt ourselves and shape ourselves into what they wanted us to be. But that's not, at that point, you can't even blame them at that point. It is, at this point, all we can do is literally go back to who we really are. In a spiritual sense, right? And once we do that, we become more selfish. We release the burdens. We forgive ourselves, forgive them. And then it's like we're in a different energetic vibration. So then all of a sudden, we're not attracted to these assholes, right? These takers, because we're also a taker. We're more balanced, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Snuggling with my kitten. Oh, you got a new one? Oh my God. Ah, you gotta send us a picture. You gotta email me a picture of the baby tuxedo. I'm doing well. Hey, Richard. It's good to see you. It's been a minute. How you been? Oh my God, little tuxedo. Oh, green eyes. Tuxedos always have green eyes. Okay, Leo. 37. Let's do 38. Leo, 38. 38. How y'all doing? Don't forget, this is my little sodies. I just don't have glass right now. I know, I told y'all I was still unpacking. There's still more boxes I have to bring over. It's ridiculous. Until then, I'm going to be drinking out of a wine glass with no wine. Hazel eyes. Oh. Thank you, Richard. It's been a minute. I haven't seen y'all. But I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Ooh. Whoa, a whole bunch of cards fell. Okay. Yeah, two wanted to come on the Hierophant. Okay. We're using the Animal Tarot, I guess. A whole bunch of cards came out, but I don't know if this is, I don't think this is the card. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is here, right? It's number 10, it's ending. One cycle is over, it's time to move forward, right? Like, I'm getting the universe is waiting. I think I don't want to say it that way. Leo, right? Okay. Let me see something right here, right, real quickly. Give me 1 second. I think you, Leo, this week you feel a little stuck because you don't know which way to go. So there might be a lot of more options than you anticipated, or there's a lot more paths than anticipated, and you don't know where to go. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. Um, and I feel like maybe the only reason you feel like that is because you could be feeling a little stuck. But that's okay. That's why you have December to kind of like these next few months are moving slow, right? You ever notice December, November, December, January, it's really slow, and February as well. Like these are the months where people are sluggish, they don't want to do anything, the weather isn't the best. And that's the whole point. It's like the universe is saying it's okay to feel stuck. These are the times where you're just weathering through, right? And you could have a lot of options right now to choose from. For some of you guys, it's employment. You're going to have a couple of job opportunities that are going to come up last minute, and you're going to have to decide where you want to go. Decide whether the commute is worth it, is the pay worth it, is the this worth it, It's going to be pretty interesting. These next 2 to 3 months are going to be very interesting. Yeah, it's like I feel like this week you might get the drive because of Sagittarius season to want to move. It's just this like feeling of I need to move, I need to move. Work out, get a workout as much as you can because you're gonna get this burst of fire and energy, and you're not gonna know you're not gonna know where to go. So you're gonna have desire and drive, but you won't know where to go exactly, and you have to wait for 1 second while everything is being figured out in the background, okay? There is no wrong answer. You could do what you think is best for you. Um, yeah, but I feel like you're just excited this week. Good for you, Leo. All the other signs they weren't as excited as you are, but it is fire season, so yeah, I feel like you're ready to collaborate with people. I know it's a 2, but I feel like this talks about decisions on a financial, what did I say? Financial opportunity, right? It's work related. I feel like somebody's going to give you like a couple options of where you can go work, where you the whole time you were sitting there like, oh, what am I going to do for money? What am I going to do for work? What you don't see coming is all these financial opportunities. Once you apply or put in a request or talk to someone, you're going to get a couple of job options that are going to come your way, and you're going to be like, oh, wow, I didn't anticipate that. But this is what I'm saying is the universe is going to, this is something you said you wanted to move on from where you were at. The universe is responding to what you asked for. The only reason it did it this fast, or it's doing it this fast, is because there's a part of you that's releasing it. So you could be like, okay, I want to change the lifestyle, or I want more money, or whatever it is that you told the universe, I want a different job with better coworkers, less toxic environment, right? You let it go, and then it's like, boom. You're sitting there, you're applying, taking your time, and then the opportunities come in. And it's because you're in alignment to them. While you're healing, you're aligned to these opportunities. And I feel like because the universe knows that you really are excited and ready for something different. I feel like whoever you are, you cannot stay in one place for too long, or you get bored. Leo. Hey, Nathan. She matches my sweater. Oh, thank you. It's actually PJs. Yeah, but thank you. I like fuzzy sweaters. What's the baby's name? Tuxedos, the tuxedo cat. Okay, Hierophants. Yeah, number 5 is change, right? It's funny. You're sitting there saying you're ready for change. You're ready for something different. And when the universe complies with your request, or what your statements, it wasn't even a request. It was a statement because you know this is what you need to do. It's like every part of you was like, yeah, it's time to go. And look what happens. It's like the change comes and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're a little taken aback, but remember, the Hierophant essentially is the person that wants to go around discovering discovering, not discovering, but like, it learns a lot throughout the journey, the fool's journey, right? So the Hierophant is the one that is initially asks questions and knows that he's going to go on this journey to receive answers, right? And so, yeah. Interesting. Ah, okay. So for some of you guys, you're going to be triggered and you're not going to want to leave so fast or move so fast because essentially I'm getting that whatever it is that you love, you're becoming more distant or separated from the things that you loved, once loved, things that you loved about yourself and who you were. You're leaving these things behind. And the more you move forward on your path to a different job opportunities, different like opportunities with people who are way different, right? A little more evolved, it separates you from what you already, where you're coming from, what you know, who you are. It's separating you from this little by little, and you know that on a spiritual level, you know that, which is why you're terrified, Leo. This is why you're scared. So you sense it instinctually. You sense it. You're like, something's off. If I go apply to this place, or if I go look at this opportunity, it's completely different from what I'm used to doing. It's completely on the other side of the world, or of the neighborhood, community, city from where I'm at. It's a whole different vibe, different environments, calmer. And that's what's like making someone a little doubtful. But you cannot deny the fire inside. That's the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant at the end of the day moves forward in his life because he has questions that he wants answered on this path. And the only way he can get these questions answered is by going down this path. Pisces, you have to have enough belief that whatever is on that path is greater than what you're already receiving now. The rewards down this path are going to be greater than what the rewards you're receiving now. And you know that to be true because your ancestors told you. You know it to be true because you told yourself that. Love you too, Nathan. Yes, 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 Little Chula. Her name's Little Chula. I love it. Little Chula. That's right, that's right. We gotta do a cute little shout out to Little Chula. She must be a baby still, huh? I'm not sure. I wanted to get a cat too, but my landlord was like, no, no cats. So I'm gonna try to see if I can sneak her in. But I feel like I'll get caught. So I'm trying not to do that. I did that last time and I got caught up. Okay. For Richard, we could do playtime if you're willing to stick around for donations, or we can do $20 reading, right, for about a 30-minute session. So you're gonna get a 20-minute session for $20, okay? So you decide if that's what you want to do, let me know, or you could just donate towards the end of the reading once I'm done with the 12-sign forecast, okay? All right, Virgo, 48, 46. A year and 5 months. Oh, well, you deserve it. It was time anyways. I want a kitty too, I really do, but I really do. I'm looking on like Facebook Market and I see the kitties that they're giving out for free, and I'm like, but you know, maybe I'll just own like a goldfish or something, or a turtle. Connection. They just smell. Turtles smell, you know? This is really pretty. This gives me like stingray. Not stingray, jellyfish. Jellyfish. The veil is thin for you, Virgo. This is a little scary, not gonna lie. Yeah. The veil is thin. Oh man, okay. This week, I feel like something's gonna integrate within you. Higher self is gonna integrate with you. And you're gonna be like, oh, it's like, I think you haven't allowed higher self to integrate with you in a minute. So when it happens again this week, you're gonna feel a lot. You're gonna feel a lot because you haven't felt this way in a minute. This could have been months. I'm getting, for some of you guys, it was weeks, but for others of you guys, it was months that you were not integrating with higher self. Sorry, integrating with higher self. Yeah, I feel like the universe, it's like your higher self is, this is you. This is your vessel. This is your body. It's going to go within and it's going to take over. It has to, because there's certain things it needs to do. And I feel like it just needs to do it. And so what it's going to do is when you allow it, right, it cannot integrate without your permission. When you surrender and you allow this to happen, you're back to like divinity or like your highest form of self, and you're going to feel whole and complete. You haven't felt like this in many months, so I'm just going to be shocked because this is a real breakthrough. This is integration. This is like at your highest potential, you at your highest potential. This is you at your best. And that's what that's the abundance you get. Or it's like you could have forgotten about this abundance. You could have been so preoccupied with life and how life has been going. You could have had so many things in the physical world that were demanding too much of you, needing your attention, and then you forgot about the veil. You forgot about higher self and integration. It says integrity, but integrate, it's really the word, right? And it's like now you're calmed down. Now you have a time, like a moment to breathe. And you could have felt like you weren't even yourself. And then when integration comes in, when spirit comes in to take over, you're going to allow it, and you're going to fall in love with that all over again. That feeling of I'm whole and complete. Okay? Pretty cool. All right, how's everybody doing? Someone stole your lawnmower. If they had to pay the rest of her lease. Damn, they petty. They could have just asked you to get rid of the cat. They could have been like, can you get rid of the cat and just keep living here? They stole your brand new lawnmower? That's messed up. You left it outside? In your yard? And they stole that shit? Mm-mm. 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 You should have put it in the garage. Now you know. Oh, excuse me. I was gonna say, especially in the city of Chicago, y'all know damn well you can't be leaving shit out there, okay? Even bikes, right? People leave their fucking bikes with their fucking bike locks. Their bikes are locked. And some people just use like the, what do you call those? That break, lock, they break into the lock And they take the fucking bike. Yeah. It's hilarious. I had to go number 2. Oh, that's messed up. Hey, it's good to see you too, Rans. How are you? Bolt cutters, yeah. Bolt cutters, yes. Exactly. Now, y'all know Chicago's ratchet, okay? Extra ratchet. Can't even fucking... Can't even go out there and leave your bike on a bike lock. I had like a bike in my yard one time and they stole that shit. I only went out for like... And it was nighttime. Like, how the fuck were they able to get in and see that bike? No, they stole that shit. Stole that shit. Alright. What's next? Chat, hit the like and sub. Yes, Runs. Run says, man, how many accounts do you have, Runs? You must have like 1 million accounts because every time I see you, you're on a different account. Battery disc cutters now? Damn, I didn't even know. This is my only one outfit. Shout out to Runs. He was my one of my moderators when I first started. I mean, I haven't like really hit a big like we're doing okay, but if I do need moderators, I'll put Runs as a moderator. Okay. All right. What's the next time? Libras, 5741. All right. I'm getting like the moon and the sun or some shit. This is like a disruptance. Sounds so weird, but like shit you hear in the movie or watching a movie. Feels like a disruption of like weather disruption, or I'm getting like I don't want to say hurricane, but like there's a lot of weather disruption in a lot of countries and like just internationally. I'm getting that the weather is not okay, or a lot of places are not okay due to like hurricanes and earthquakes but I'm getting that the reason this is happening is like a lot of like weather disruption is because of the moon and the sun. The placement of the moon and the sun has a lot to do with it, which is so weird. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not a professional in this area. I don't even know why I'm saying this, but this is what I'm getting. Check the moon, the phases of the moon and the phases of the sun these next couple of days for who's this for? Virgo, Libra. Check your moon sign, your sun sign, and check the pattern of like astrologically, but check the weather, how the weather pattern is affecting your signs on an astrological level. Yeah, this is a weird shit, man. This is like this is hitting something that it's out of my own even concept of understanding here. It's very weird. I'm going to move on from that. They're like, yeah, do that. Some of you guys are, something's happening to you where, like, you could be thinking, like, this is a really bad time. You're going through a lot. You could be feeling like this is the worst times. This is the worst of times. But it really isn't. What actually was happening was a transition. It's a transition you were going through, but because you were in the middle of it, kind of like the eye of the hurricane or a storm. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. You were trying. It's like, okay, you're passing through something that's painful, right? It's very hard to see, to look at. And it's like, because you were in the middle of it, you couldn't see your way through, or you could have thought that everything was fine again. But then it's like things would get worse again, right? And then once things got worse again, it was like, well, what's the point? What's the point of this if all I'm doing is getting through a really bad situation, feeling terrible, to feeling better, feeling like I'm okay, to then it's starting up again. It's very unpredictable. And I feel like some of you guys were not used to this type of transition with the amount of weight or intensity. You weren't used to the amount of intensity you were feeling on an emotional and physical level. That is why you kind of were confused and didn't know what was going on, right? And I'm getting that with birth. See how this, it's like after the storm, shit looks terrible. There's nothing there. It's barren lands, right? It feels like dead, like somber, right? Dead space, dead, feeling dead on the inside. To know that that's what you're not getting. It's like, it's birth. So you're feeling like you're done for, not like there's anything else for you to look forward to. Could be feeling sad or dead inside, and then boom. But that's the point. Right now is a very pivotal time, because although there's no movement, although you're still stuck where you're at, you're setting intentions to what is going to happen in the future, right? This is like the moments before your life completely changes, but on a micro level, right? So you're setting your intentions for what it is that you do want, because this will be attainable in months' time, is what I'm getting. In months' time, whether you see the change or not, it will happen. It's just maybe the fact that it went by so slowly, the changes, and yet the level of intensity just magnified it, like it was higher. That's why it felt very unbearable. But there is change afoot, I promise. With the new vision here, yeah. It's like you need to have, this is why they're saying set your intentions now, because although you're in pain, everything seems burdensome, it feels like you just want to give up, you're dead inside. Setting your intentions is the thing that's giving you hope to keep going, because there's nothing around you right now. But in months' time, I'm getting like a month and a half, even less, you're gonna see big changes or physical manifestations of what it is that your heart's desire, or what you're setting your intention towards. This physical manifestation is going to come within 3 weeks time minimum, to like, I would say a month and a half to 2 months. You're not seeing the big picture, but that's the whole point. It's like, because of the distractions, because of where you're at, because of how you're feeling, you don't see the bigger picture, but you're actually being led down somewhere that is very, very important. It is transformational. It will change your life. It will be different. And it will, it's like new, starting over. because you're done. You completed something. You're just in the middle of it, or you're on your way out of it. You worked through something. You're working through something now, and you don't think it's significant. You think you may have years left to do this. No. This is a physical representation here on this reading of what is on the horizon. On the horizon. It's complete. The transmission, the advice is it's complete. You're done. So right now is birthing. You're birthing right now. You're getting ready to give birth, to start new. That's why they're saying set your intentions, because the birthing portal is here. And in 3 weeks' time to a month and a half, you're going to be in a different place. So keep going. Keep going. And you need the vision boards. Take those vision boards out. January is on its way. Take the vision boards out. Journal about what it is that you want. Now's the time. Because you're feeling it feels heavy. It feels heavy, but you're really towards the finish line. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. I don't like to give like dates or say, hey, you're almost done with something, because everybody's different. Their healing journey is different. But I'm getting this is an actual physical proof. By them showing me this, it means it's happening. Ready or not, let's go. Like, set your intentions, okay? I'm scared of dogs. What happened? She broke up with me because we got chased by a dog. My ex is Libra. On the 11th for a week. Okay. Oh, damn. Maybe it's the weather. Check the weather. Oh, Josie, I hope I was right. Oh, thanks for letting me know. My ex is Libra. He's a... Oh, shit. She broke up with you because you got chased by a dog. Okay. That's so funny. A little chihuahua. All right, what's next? Scorpio. I feel like this wanted to go this way. I'm gonna leave it right here. Wow, with the Queen of Swords. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. What is going on? What did y'all do? Interesting, the King of Swords. I don't know if this was supposed to come out because you have the Queen of Swords, but then you have the King of Swords on this side. I don't know if I should play these, but I'm going to go with it, okay? Because it's only because you see two people. We knew the love story had to come out sometime in the reading, right? Scorpio. 6840. Okay. All right, Scorpies. I'm getting lovers. Lovers quarrel. Yep. I'm getting, the only reason I say this is because the lovers came out, right? And these two they just seem like they're worlds apart, but they're really not, because you guys are in each other's mind constantly. Oof. I didn't want to go there. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there, but it happens. Sometimes it happens. It's like you could be on your own, doing your own thing, feeling how you're feeling, forgetting about all that stuff, and then a reminder of the past, your ex, comes up when you least expect it, right? So, sorry. You have the Queen of Swords with the King of Swords. Yeah, it's a partnership. So you guys are far apart from each other, but it's like you guys are thinking about each other. But this is you. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, they've had it. I feel like they've had it with this King of Swords. They've had it. Like, they are done. Whatever this King of Swords did to the Queen of Swords, she's just over it. I feel like she's just like focused. This Queen of Swords is just focused on her stuff and what she got going on. Yeah, because you have the butterflies on here too. Butterflies here, and then you have butterflies here. It's like the Queen of Swords is feeling a little, I don't want to say bitter, but they're feeling angry. Or they're using anger to fuel them to kind of stick to their decision of not going back to the King of Swords. Ten of Swords is like they're both feeling like you both lost. You both lost. You gambled and lost. There's the bloodshed is here on both sides. You both were mean to each other. Disrespect. You both did what you did. You both went at it with each other. So, but it was mutually destructive. You both lost here. And this one over here is resentful and upset about how everything ended, or maybe they're not even 100% sure if this really ended. Like, there's probably a slight thought or belief that you guys are going to get back together. So the King of Swords thinks that there might still be a chance. The Queen of Swords knows it's over. There was too much bloodshed, or too much of the same situation that kept happening. So one of them got tired. I don't know who you are in this dynamic. Whether you're the Queen of Swords who's done and had it, you're done with it, moving on, pretending like it doesn't hurt, it doesn't matter. And there's the King of Swords feeling resentful and thinking about everything that is gone. You both are. I feel like you both are mirroring the same thing. But one of you guys have had enough. And I see it. I don't see somebody reconciliating here. About her because she made good tortillas. She made good tortillas, that's it? Damn. She only made good, that's why? Damn, she made some good tortillas, huh? So she made them by hand. Or she heat them up in the comal. Ew. She made the real tortilla. She went to go get the masa at Totonilco's. Oh no. I love y'all. She's all right. Y'all crazy. That's messed up. You only liked your girlfriend because she made good handmade tortillas? Savage. Maybe she's the one that stole your lawnmower. Okay. Ooh, yeah. I feel like the journey. Yeah, you both awakening. I feel both of you here. The masculine and feminine energy. I think you both are thinking of the good moments you guys had together. You guys had really good moments together, and you're going to take those memories with you. Not everything has to be like, oh, I hate him forever. Like, just because you guys were disagreeing and couldn't make things work, don't mean that, you know, you're any less of a person or they're any less of a person. If anything, take that with you. You guys are a direct mirroring of each other. You guys are exactly like each other, just in different ways. The ways you guys probably responded were different. The way your fears were a little different, right? So it's like we usually tend to be attracted to the people who are completely different on the opposite side of the spectrum. But initially it's the same thing if you think about it. So like let me explain it. Somebody's fears and insecurities, for example, if somebody, let's say the person you're talking to is afraid to confront somebody, they're more of passive, they would rather kind of like lie to keep the peace, then the person they're attracted to is somebody who's very confrontational and states how they feel. Why? It just tends to happen that way. And I feel like yeah, the insecurities sorry, it came out wrong. You also, yeah, you guys could have been similar in your strengths as well. Like the way you guys laughed and the jokes you guys made with each other. It almost seems like it's stuff like that that you're thinking about. Yeah, it's okay to think about these things. You miss them. If you're upset with them or you're mad at them, again, it's only because it's a protection mechanism, because you know there's love there. You both know there's real love there. That's why it's harder. It's harder for you to see the good in that situation because there's love there. Whether it's good for you or not, you still felt the love. And you're willing to go down your path and your journey, taking everything you've learned from these karmic lessons or whatever this relationship was, and you're more than willing to move forward and be grateful for the opportunity to have met the people that you've met and been on the relationships you've been on. Because one day you're going to look back and you're not going to be angry. One day you're going to look back and say, this was a great learning experience. Dang. This person was bad, so was I. They were a direct mirror image of the good and the bad within me. Okay? I love it. Yeah, somebody's moving forward. I see bubbles. This gives me like the future. Could you clarify the bubbles? Clarify the bubbles. Week later, you went back to... my hands. I was upset they got rid of her. Aww. It's okay. I'm sure you'll get better at that. Just have to keep rotating it in circles. She's now like 4 or 5 years old. She taught me to walk and let's see. They won't clarify the bubbles. Let me try one more time. Clarify the bubbles. Clarify what this is, a journey and bliss. Endings and beginnings. Interesting. Okay. Yep, it's an ending. So you could cry about this, be sad about this. It's a real ending and it hurts. But it's a bittersweet moment because you know, I feel like somebody knows that this was a great experience. This is something they wanted. And at the same time, they know that they've been there, done that, and it's time to move on. So take the good with the bad, be grateful, and, you know, make this ending one for the books. Doesn't have to end in a bad way. You can just say goodbye and end it in a good way. Death. I'm also getting it's a death to the person, the version of you that you were, because when you release an energy like that, a relationship that is a reflection of the person you are now, you're not just doing it because, oh, you're going to leave them and then go with the same energy. I really sense somebody here wants to heal so that they don't keep attracting the same type of people. If you don't want to attract the same type of people, that means we have to change. So when we change, essentially, within the next couple of months, we're going to be able to bring in healthier version of ourselves into the picture. So I like that. I like that. To be continued on the love stories. All right. Who's next in the reading? Saggies. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Secret of being having best tortillas in the masa. That's right. Bubbles pop. Yes, they do. I should have said bubbles pop. Stop it. Stop it, Josie. She said bubbles. I can't with this girl. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this energy at all. I'm gonna go with it anyways. I don't like this at all. There's let me timestamp this. Saggy for the month of December. 8043. All right, Saggy, I'm getting you're being watched and evaluated. It's like you're being watched by others, but not in a good way. It's giving me like the creepy Phantom of the Opera type of energy. I don't want to scare you, so let's draw more cards before get into the reading. Yeah, it's like you're being called to elevate, or you're being called for more abundance this season, and people see that. So it's like they saw your abundance in nature, and so they were trying to gravitate or hold on to it as best as they could, but they couldn't latch on. They tried to latch on, they couldn't though. You would not let them. I feel like you understand how abundant you are, so you couldn't allow just anybody to latch onto your energy. But in turn, it caused like these people to resent you because they couldn't have what you have. They couldn't have you, or they couldn't possess your abundance. They're angry with you. They don't like you. They hate you. Essentially, they just wanted to latch on to take what's yours. They wanted to latch on to take what's yours. They don't give two fucks about you. You knew that, which is why you didn't allow these people to latch on, because you knew the price would be too high. And so you withdrew your energy, and they all hate you because of it. Every single one of them hates you, particularly the one in the right. There's two people here. There's multiple people actually, but let's see here. It doesn't matter. You knew that the price was too high. So if you were allowed to allow these people to latch on for a long period of time, because you could have just let them latch on for a second or two. If you allowed them to latch on for a long period of time, you would have delayed something or missed out on a destiny, something that's destined for you. You have a divine purpose, a place that you need to be. It doesn't have to be in a certain amount of time, but there's something you really want, and you knew that the price you would have to pay, you would have to sacrifice what you really wanted to come in sooner if you would have allowed these temporary distractions to latch onto you. So it's like you didn't allow the temporary distractions to latch on for more than they needed to, because you essentially really want what you want, which is what's your destiny. Your destiny awaits, right? There's something in your destiny that you know you can have that is way better than whatever these beings or people are that are trying to latch onto you. So you're releasing it all to the universe. Here comes the bubbles again. Purification, spiritual cleansing, letting go. Let these people go. Let these energies go. Let these environments go. They're not for you. They never have been. They never will be. And you deserve it's not that you deserve better. What destiny awaits of you is so abundant. It's amazing. It's everything you could have ever wanted and more. Okay. Now I want some chips. I want some chips. This is so bad. Yeah, time. I feel like whatever this is, it took so long to manifest. Whatever it is you're trying to, destiny awaits, right? So you're trying to go towards your destiny, what's destined and fated, right? It took so long to get here, or it's taking so long for you to become that version. It could be discouraging, which is why the distractions are more prevalent than they've been in the past, because they know you're feeling, I don't want to say weak right now, but they know that you're struggling to believe right now in your destiny, which is why they're making more noise now than they've always been making noise, but I think you can hear them a lot more now. Yep. I think somebody's watching you, though. They're watching you. It's two particular people that are watching you. It's one woman, one man. I feel like somebody's gonna try to like get rid of you or fire you or do something to harm you, like destroy your abundance. For some of you guys. Yeah, I don't like this. They're trying to like destroy you. There's somebody who's been plotting against you for a while. You're just now becoming aware. Or you've always known, but it's like, for whatever reason, I feel like this is where the iron strikes hot now. They know that it's the time to do it now. The time is now, which is why they're gonna attack. They're grouping up with somebody. It's like a team effort, dynamic effort. A duo effort here to take you down. They're trying to strike a tower, or yeah, they're trying to make you angry, or they're trying to like destroy everything you have or anywhere near you. They're trying to get rid of you. I feel like this might be in the workplace. I see that. They don't like you. There's a woman in particular that does not fucking like you for shit. They can't stand you. But they have to smile in your face because you are pure illumination, positivity, joy, inspiration. I mean, you're everything. You're everything and more. You are the light. And they can't stand you. They can't. Sorry. Sagittarius, right? Okay. Anything else? Before we move on, any advice for them? I mean, what can they do to like... I don't know. What's the advice? I feel like at the same time, this is actually a blessing for you, because I see you going towards a better path or somewhere else. Like, it was destined for this to happen. Like, the universe had to come in and set in a couple of towers to come in and do that so that it can get you to go somewhere else. Because I feel like wherever you shine your light, you're not always well received. So it's like you're trying to look for an environment where you're going to be well received. And there's an environment that's perfectly in place for you. Very soon you'll see where you'll feel 1,000 times better there than you have been where you're at now. I think you're just where you're at now because you're comfortable. I don't think this place is essentially for you because that's not part of your destiny. I think this was just a pit stop until you got it together and then moved on. This is not the place for you because there's people here who don't want you here. People in authority that don't want you here. And they were just waiting for the right time for both of them, or the right timing for them to do this. And I feel like it's time. And so the universe is saying there's better places for you to be. Get ready. Update your resume, I would say. Apply to different places. This is the workplace for sure. Four of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be happier somewhere else, though. I feel like you want to go in a place where you feel like celebrated, you feel heard, you feel understood, like your work is appreciated. And I feel like where you're at now, you don't see that. You don't feel that. So you need to go towards a direction where, a place where they do acknowledge that. Who you are, what you represent, your values. You need to be in a place like that. You have all the skill sets to be in a place like that whenever you are ready, okay? Five of Cups. We go to the 4 to 5. 4 to 5. Four to 5. Let's see what else. Four of Cups. Yeah, it almost feels like they're trying to take. It's like you're sad about it. You're sad about losing your job or sad about having to leave this opportunity, but this isn't even a good place for you. It's not a good match for you. You should, I feel like, okay, I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying when you get a second after you cry about you losing out on something that you're in right now because you're comfortable, I want you to be excited for 1 second, because there's another place that you're going to go into in the work field, right? In the work environment. And this new place that you're going to go into, so much more aligned to who you are. So many people, like just way better amount of people. People that really are going to see you as you are. There's no price that can't pay for that. Yeah, it's like new friends, a new challenge. Yeah. Yeah, new friends, a new challenge, more abundance, freedom to express yourself as you wish. The energy isn't even that dense. It's like way lighter than wherever you're at is so dense. It's like it's cut, wherever you're coming from, it's cutthroat. You don't want to be there. No, you don't want to be there. Trust me. So yes, you can cry and be sad, but wherever you're going to be on your way to next, it's going to be so much better. Okay? I'm just saying. All right, that was for my Sagittarius. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Capricorn. Jungle or near eye or something. A turtle attack too. All right, cool. Cappy. I need 336. All right. Why is it in reverse? These are essentially two really good cards, but one came out in reverse. Why is it in reverse? Oh, it's good cards. That's why I'm like kind of surprised. And the 10 of Wands? No way. 10 and 10. This is going to be a very abundant season. A very abundant season. You don't see it, but it's coming. Or it's already here and you weren't 100% aware of it. So it's like you could have came from like a really dense energy or dense environment. You could have really went through the ringer, saw a lot of towers. But it's like you're clear now. You're clear to be. You're clear to have fun. It's like you're going to have a ball or a blast these next couple of months. I don't even think you realize that or anticipate that. Yes, the holidays may not be what you want them to be, but I'm telling you, you're going to have a blast. I don't even know why I'm saying that because I'm, but it's not me. It's like I'm getting the message like your money is going to come up. You're going to get your money back, or the way you were making money. You're going to make a lot more money now. You're in an environment where you're going to be fruitful and abundant. Jupiter it's the expansion of where you're at, what you have, what you're becoming. It's an expansion, but into the 11th house. So maybe that's the area that you're going to get the expansion in, because it's saying Jupiter returns in this house. Benefits. Benefits talks about relationships. It could be any relationship, right? I'm getting 11th house though. It was in the reverse, so now it's going upwards. So maybe that's what you've been missing. Your friends. You went some seasons without them, one season without them. And now it's like an expansion in that area, in the house of your money, right? Your money, your abundance, an expansion in your relationships. 10 of Wands, yeah, 10 and 10. Yeah, you've made it to the finish line. So you were struggling, but you're here. You're back over here now. It's going to be a very nice, fruitful season, to say the least. Season, because we haven't looked into 2026 yet. This was the year of the snake? Was it this year? Oof, Ace of Swords. Yeah, you could have like overcame a lot this year. It could have been a lot, and you think that you might have to start over again, which, yeah, but not really. It almost seems like I want you to look at it as you get to start over. You get to have a good year. You get to enjoy all the luxuries of your life, maybe a new job, a new apartment, a new car, a new whatever, new little things to have on your own, right, for yourself. I feel like you get to have all of these things, and that's something to look forward to. You might have forgotten that. I'm getting you just went through a lot. And so that's why you didn't realize that, but now it's like it's easier. It's going to be a little more easier now. Everything's going to be more attainable now, more balanced now. The universe is saying go rely on friends. When you get lonely or sad or need to talk to someone, call some friends up or go see some friends. Spend time with your friends, because that's the area that I feel is going to get you by this season when you feel unsure. What's the Ace of Swords? Tortillas, I'm hungry. It's destiny. It's something new. Divine timing is bringing something in for you. You didn't see it coming. You don't see this coming. It's something new. A new environment, a new job, a new something. A new friends, a new business partner, something new that's so different, and it's exactly what you need. It's exactly what you've needed at this point in your life. So I feel like you're gonna, if this is like a mentor or somebody, you're gonna go to this mentor and learn a lot from them. If it's like a new friend, you guys are gonna talk to each other more and like just be in support. I feel like this is new though. This isn't like your lifestyle that you already have and then you're just going back into it and, you know, revisiting old friends that you've made, or that helps too. But I feel like there's something new here too for you that's going to make it a little bit easier, more fun, like more fun. Let's see what else. I don't like these two cards though. I don't like the Ice Queen card. Yeah, it's like this is given to you and you're like, what? You're like, what? This is for me? Are you sure? You're like, are you sure? Because you just came from like a big change. Like you were going through a lot, distracted, and all of a sudden these things are coming in for you and you're like, are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, prosperity, fortune, pure intentions. It's what's coming to you though. You don't even see it coming. I feel like this is like divine luck or fortune or fate giving this to you. Let's see, anything else? Love you too, Nathan. Pisces. Not yet. No, we're at I think Capricorn. Yeah, we're gonna move on from Capricorn and go to Aquarius. We got 2 more signs. Yeah, abundance. It's like you were looking for something. You were looking for something in the midst of healing or getting your life together. You were looking for something. Here it is. You find it. Abundance. This is a cup though. And what's under that was love. Ooh. Love. You find love. Love of self, and then in turn it becomes love through others. You already have love for self. I don't think you realize that. It's going to become very, very apparent when you meet all these people or reignite these loves with people, that friends, family members, new family members, soul family, coworkers that show you how much you love yourself. They're going to be kind to you, care about you, hear you out. They're going to see you as you are. And it's a reflection of the love that you have for self. For others of you guys, it's a mentor or bosses that are of pure light and love, and they see you. They really see you because they know who you are. They are of the same essence. They just have a lot more years of experience, which is why we call them mentors. It could be a boss. Either way, this is looking really promising for you. Okay? Okay. All right, the next sign is going to be for my Aquarius. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Here's Virgos. It's like a what? Jocelyn is like a what? What is that? What is that? Me and Jocelyn is like a... Jocelyn has nothing to do with none of that, okay? Okay. Aqua's 10407. Okay. Oh, I dropped my freaking... Nope. It's my earring. Alright, y'all. This is one of my favorite decks right now. Magical Dimensions. It's just so nice. I love it. Ooh. There's a panther here. I never noticed this panther. This is elderly person. This is an elderly person in your vicinity, in your life. It's like a, okay, so you know panthers could be very vicious, right? We're talking the animal kingdom since you guys were sitting there talking about animals this whole time. Panther, it's a worn out panther. There's an animal, a person who's a representation of an animal that's really worn out and tired. This could be an elderly person, I don't know. I feel like there's somebody around you that's like dying and shit. They're dying. And they don't want to tell you they're dying, but I think you know they're dying, and they're getting ready to transition into the other realms. They're getting ready to leave you. And I think maybe they haven't been wanting to tell you, or I think you haven't been wanting to see. Now you know. You know. I think you're trying to delay or prolong this person's like life expectancy for as long as you can. I feel like somebody here, they're not telling you this, but they're at home looking for like any way to extend somebody's life here, okay? You care about whoever this elderly person is. You're trying to extend the length of their life, their vitality. They're just tired though. They're older. They're ready. Ah, they've been tired. They've been ready for a while, but I think they've been wanting to hang on longer than they physically can to because you're there. You're a part of their life. They know you would be sad if they transition. If this isn't you, this is like a best friend of yours, somebody in your life. This is happening where you could see this. You're seeing this on a basis. You could see this person, you know who this person is. If this isn't you, it's somebody that you know, a cousin, your best friends, your significant other, their parents, or whoever the dying relative is. You know, somebody, it's like, it's so apparent that the person, they're dying. And you or whoever the child is or the person is, they know that their relative is dying, but they don't want to accept it. I don't even know why I'm reading this. This is terrible. I don't want to read this shit. Yeah, it's time. You don't got much time left with them. If this isn't you with your dying relative, then it's somebody you know whose relative is dying, and they know their relative is dying. Like, it's time. The portal is opening. Like, and I think somebody's been in denial about it because they have a great relationship with the dying relative. I love panthers. Yeah, you do, not me. I don't want to wear diapers again. What the fuck? What is going on? Neptune, you don't want to wear diapers again? What is going on? Neptune sacrifice. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's already doing like funeral arrangements. Like, they have everything put in place so that when they leave you, the elderly person, when they leave you, it won't be such a burden because they know you're the one that's going to take it the hardest when this person passes. Yeah, it's time. Faith, yeah. You're holding on to faith to see if you could prolong it, but it can't. Yeah. I'm not going to keep going on this reading. I think you guys get it. I don't really want to say much more than that. It's making me sad. Yeah. It was always meant to be at this stage of your life that, you know, you get to have this elderly um relative or somebody that you really love in your life for this long. It's actually they try to overstay for as long as they could, but their body's like deteriorating, they're tired, they're ready to go. It's time. So I think you know that. They know that, and so um yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna move on from this. I don't want to keep reading. It's making me uncomfortable because I would be like, no, they're not going anywhere, right? But I'm not the best person to give that advice, which is why I'm moving on from this reading. Sorry. I feel your pain, and you will have the right to be upset and guilt them as much as you need so that they could stay here, okay? Whew, that reading was really sad. Oh, man. All right. Pisces. Kit, are you ready for your Pisces? I already lost my lawnmower. Oh, there, he's stupid. I already lost my lawnmower. He dumb as hell. All right, Pisces, you ready, Kit? Yeah, Kit's ready. We're going to use the messages of light. We're going to use all the decks, okay? Well, like 4 of the decks. I feel like you're going to take Pisces this week to just kind of sit still in nature, away from everybody else. You're going to sit your butt down. And I feel like you're going to sit there and think about what really matters to you. What really matters to you, Pisces? Yeah, it's like you get a second chance, a third chance. I don't know. It's like you're realizing something's going to put some perspective in your head. Like, okay, I'm getting another chance at this or at life to do something over again or to start something. And it's exactly what you needed to hear or think about so that you can go and pursue something that's essentially making you feel very passionate on the inside and out. Because you go with introspection, right? Introspections within what really matters, what's going to make you happy in the long run, to finding what your passion is, tapping into it, and then letting it take you where it's supposed to take you. Because simultaneously, while you're pursuing this passion, it's going to also heal something within you. It's going to heal you in some way you weren't anticipating. Okay, let's dig a little more into that. So far, so good. There's gonna, okay, so whatever it is that you're following that's of your passion, it's actually gonna help you become, I don't wanna say a better version. It's like you're gonna change a lot. Your life's gonna change. You're gonna change. You're going to change because you're pursuing whatever this passion is. So you automatically learn and grow and become, and it's gonna heal you in ways you did not even anticipate, okay? 33, Christ consciousness. Yeah, I don't think you understand how much it's gonna change you. Faith. What is it, Venus? And the moon. Yeah, the opportunity is here for a reason. It was always meant to come at this time. Do you have enough faith that this is your time to go and do it? Do you have enough faith within you to know that it's time for a change? Oh, it's not just for you, it's for everybody else. Oh, I hear that. I hear that. Oh, somebody's going to be really triggered. Pisces, you're going to be triggered this week because the universe is going to ask you that question. Are you sure you're ready for change? And it's going to ask you, and the way it asks you, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt your solar plexus because there's this fear. When you think of solar plexus right here, right? When you think of the solar plexus, you think of I will, I do, right? Like you make it happen. It talks about self-esteem, vitality, certainty of who you are, confidence, right? So it's going to hit you right here, and it's going to force you to go into the solar plexus and heal. I should have seen that because it's also yellow. It's healing the solar plexus because it's challenging you, your everyday reality of what you know, what you're comfortable in. To damn, now you have to go and be different, choose a different path, start something different, something new. Do you have do you believe you have what it takes? Do you believe you're worthy of it? Because we know you have what it takes. Do you believe you're worthy of change? Is the question. And if you really are, you're going to take the steps you need to get out. Get yourself out of where you're at, the rut, the circumstances, and go on the path that you know you're meant to be on. And in turn, it heals, it boosts your confidence. It heals it's healing your self-esteem. Ace of Swords. Yep. New. This came out, I swear. I didn't even mean to take this card out. I just flipped over. Ace of Swords. It's a truth. This truth is supposed to hurt. It's supposed to be eye-opening. It's the type of truth that's going to make you want to go sit down and reevaluate your life. Are you happy where you're at? Or is there more? Can I have more? Can I be more? And the answer is yes. Which in turn is what lights up this fire inside you, this passion inside you, Pisces. And there's nowhere to run or hide because you know what this is. You know that it's meant for you. You know it's you. It's your core essence, right? It's who you are. Calling your name. And with this red, the intent, cannot deny this truth. You cannot run from it. You cannot hide from it. Maybe you've been trying to, but it's too late now. It's like right in your face. There's nothing you can do now. You either acknowledge it or you acknowledge that you're not ready. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is no hiding from your calling. You can't hide from it. You can delay it. You can run. But eventually it always finds you. So you could either do it now or do it later on. It's up to you. Thank you. It was very refreshing. That's right. Yep. 5 of Wands. This is definitely conflicting energy. Yeah. It's going to make our mind logically, from a logical perspective, it's going to be hard because we think we got this. We think we're strong enough. We think we can overcome anything. We think we're better. We're that good. We're that confident. But that's the mind telling you that. This is the mind being angry because it's struggling to fight the truth, which is some part of you is having doubts whether you can do this, whether you can get out, whether you can start new, whether you can apply for this job, whatever it is that you need to do. Talk to this person, start this opportunity, whatever it is. There's a part of you that doesn't believe. And so you're going to have to deal with that. That's normal. When I started tarot, I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could do this shit. And I just kept showing up, kept showing up, kept showing up. And then boom, years later, here I am. I still sometimes don't think I could do it. You know, sometimes the triggering is a lot for me. And I just like, I can't go live. I can't go live. It happens. But I think you can. And you will. There's some darkness here. Your shadow is angry. Your shadow is angry because it knows it can move forward, but it's not moving. The shadow knows it can do right or choose better, and it's not moving forward, okay? But it will. It will. You just need to have a little talk with yourself and encourage yourself to do what you need to do, okay? Yeah, each day count as best as we can. Exactly. Exactly. All right, I think that was it for my, that was it for the 12 sign forecast. I said I was going to do it in an hour and 22 minutes. We did it in an hour and 21 minutes. So we were 1 minute on time, okay? It's like 7 minutes each sign, about, give or take. Oh boy, thank you. I listen to Pisces. Okay. Does anybody have any questions regarding the readings before we wrap up? Let me know. Smells good. This tea is good. Sleep well. All right, y'all. I will see you guys. I don't know if tomorrow, but maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Because I have to work. So I'll try to log in for a little bit. Yes. Fire, fire, fire. If not, yeah, let me know. Don't forget about the $20 specials for this month for a 30-minute session, $20. Hit me up, okay? I love y'all. Take care. Bye. Wait, what's done? The live? No, I said if you guys had any questions regarding the reading. Yeah, we finished the live. Yeah, Semi's Chula's pick. For sure, for sure. I'm excited. Can't wait to see a little baby. Little Chula. The number, I think it's 1 hour. Hold on. Yeah, we already finished the readings. And I don't know if it's gonna let you go back, but Aquarius was 104.07. 104.07. Okay. All right, y'all. I love you so much. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you guys either not tomorrow. We'll do Thursday because, yeah. Well, I only do it for donations, man. Donations. I'm so sorry, but I'm tired. You should have called me right when I was ready to go. I'm tired now. I got you next time, okay? All right, y'all. I'm tired. One card, one pull for the shadow. Oh my God. Okay, we'll do one. I don't know if it's this one or this one. Do it again. Okay. Almost feels like you're like hiding something from people. Like you're hiding yourself from people. You're hiding the goodness within you. Like there's like your vulnerability. It almost seems like you're hiding your inner child or your vulnerable side from people because you don't want them to know. But if you forgive people, there won't be any need to hide this most vulnerable, loving parts of self, the part you love the most. There won't be any need to hide this from people if you forgive, accept what happened and forgive them. But I feel like you're still holding on to some resentments for what happened to you in the past, which is why you're not allowing people to see that really kind, vulnerable side to you. And if you think you are, there's way more to you that you have not allowed others to see. Okay? Please tell me you were there to hear that. I was like, I just said that out loud. Did he get that? Nathan, did you get that? Enduring it. Enduring it. Okay. Anybody else had a question before we wrap up? Yes, like you protect yourself at all costs. You won't let anyone in, not one person in. It's like you made that mistake before and you're not going to do it again, is what I keep hearing. Interesting. I love and respect you too. How's everybody else doing? You guys doing okay? Should we call it, or any readings for donations? Readings for donations. I shouldn't even do the 12 sign forecast because it's so long, and then I don't want to be here with y'all after to do the readings and shit. Like I could be here for another 40 minutes chilling. I just have to go get my chips. Let me go get my chips. I don't want any more candy. It's too much candy. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of candy for one person. No. Okay. All right, y'all. I am gonna eat my chips and chill out while we talk. I'm gonna stay here for a couple more minutes. See how everybody's feeling. Give me 1 second. Drop the card. And give me my chips. I swear I don't just eat bad. Like, at night I do. But in the daytime, I drink my smoothies, healthy smoothies, you know. But at nighttime, How's everybody doing? You guys were talking about animals earlier. I was like, what? Like, how'd you guys end up talking about animals? He said something about a turtle. He got bit by turtles or tortoises or some shit. I was like, what? How's my day been? Shit. I was crying. I was crying because y'all know I'm going through the healing stuff, right? And sometimes I go to my programs and stuff to help me deal with the pain. And, you know, I feel like I keep like attracting like relationships or coworkers at work, like that are like, even at work, like it's just where I'm drawn to, right? It's where I work or what I do. People that are like, they're just not, you know, they're a reflection of like how I feel about myself. And that's really hard to accept, you know? Like, oh, I don't love myself enough, or I don't believe I'm worthy of better. I carry all this guilt and and blame myself for everything. And then I let other people guilt me and blame me for everything because that's who I am or that's what I do. And it's like, I don't want to be that person. But these people are showing me that this is where I need healing. So now I'm trying to do the healing and it's painful. Who wants to go around saying, oh, I carry everybody's guilt? That's embarrassing, you know? Yeah, because of the stuff we've been through, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. What about you guys? Yeah, it's hard. Even saying it out loud was really triggering, you know? I carry all this guilt and blame and shame. And then this week I keep hearing it, I keep hearing it, I keep hearing it. So I'm guessing that's where I'm at, you know? That's where I'm at. And I guess I have to look into that. You know, I know why. You know, I was always told it was my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. And I remember being so angry. I was like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I told myself that because I was so angry at like everything that happened, you know? So, hi everybody, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Yes. Welcome, Joanna Phillips. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the healing is something I need, you know? Because if I don't do it, which I've been stalling on for a bit, you know, if I don't do it, then it's like I don't feel good, you know, and then everything around me is going to trigger me even more because I'm not dealing with it, you know? And so, yeah, it's been hard, especially the holiday season with everybody. Oh, yeah. Getting a move on, like, what do you mean, like physically or what kind of move? Emotional, yeah. Yeah. Mm. Tell me, what are the things you guys struggle with the most during December, like during the holidays? What is one thing you guys notice besides like the seasonal depression? But like, what is one thing you guys know for sure, like, makes it even worse this time of the year, you know? Same thing with me, Nathan. Yeah, I'm not talking to my family, so that's why I'm more triggered this year. But I keep meeting people who are just like them. And I'm like, well, that means I'm not over it. I want to be, but then some part of me is comfortable there, so You know, that's part of the journey, they say. Yeah, I don't talk to my family at all. I love them, but I had to cut them off. It took me like 6 years to be able to do that. 6 years to cut them all, like every single one of them. That's what put me into depression. And I'd be feeling suicidal because I have to go the rest of my life without ever talking to them or even being around them like I used to be, you know? And that put me into severe depression. Like, I was not okay. Still not okay, but I'm just, going to therapy, doing everything I need to kind of get myself a little bit just more stable during the sadness and stuff. Yep. That's the one. Those are the ones. Yeah, because society tells us your family is everything. Your family teaches us that, right? Like our family, oh, you have to give us this, you have to do this, you have to do that. If not, it's your fault. Can't be selfish. They tell you all these things. They groom us to be a certain way. And then, I know I did. I spent a whole bunch of years trying to like please them and do everything I could to be a good daughter. And it still wasn't enough. And so that was really hard for me. It took me 6 years to let them go. And I'm still struggling. Like, fuck, man. The last time I saw my sister was in March or April. Because of work, we worked together. So that was the last time I saw her, and I knew it was gonna be the last time I'd seen her for a very long time. And so that Friday, like, I was just so depressed. I couldn't get out of bed because I knew it was over. Same thing with my mom. The last time I spoke with her, I saw her was in St. Patrick's Day. So yeah, been sad ever since. Do you guys live with family or live by the family? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, a lot of us do. Get treated like a piece of shit. I like that one. Yeah. That could be harder. Living with mom and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I love my parents, but I don't. I don't know if I could live with them anymore. It was like really bad growing up. And so it was just really, really bad. It took me years to build back the relationship I have with my parents. And even then, it's like, it's a lot. Yeah, with my dad, I can't even see him. I would have to see him like once a year. Once a year. I didn't even see him last year. This year, I didn't see him at all. Saw him, oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I saw him last year around August for his birthday. No, I think I saw him August or May for one of those 2 months. And it was so bad. Like every time I'd finish seeing him, I would start crying. And like you know, and I would wonder why, like, why do I leave there crying or sad? And it's like, I want my dad to acknowledge me in ways that he never will. And so me leaving there feeling overwhelmed like that, it was like a trigger, you know? Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Maybe you still can. Maybe you still can have kids. I don't know. You know? All right, y'all. Thank you so much for chatting with me. It means the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys either Thursday. I'll try to see maybe Wednesday, but probably not. Because I have a lot of things to do. So I think Thursday, okay? I love you guys. Yeah, because Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, so maybe, probably Thursday, okay? I love y'all. Yeah, it will. We'll stay strong together, okay? I'll see you guys soon. So y'all keep me updated with what's going on with the holidays, with the family. You know, if you guys just want to share and talk about certain things, this is the community to do it. This is the place to do it, okay? A lot of us here have been through a lot. A lot. And we've shared some stuff here that, you know, yeah, we might not share with the whole world because it could be a little scary and overwhelming. So, all right, guys, I love you. Take care.